Wind down Wednesday, it's 5 o'clock. A nice Chardonnay, little song and small talk. And some of my friends may drop by from just down the block. So it's wind down Wednesday, it's 5 o'clock.
Oh, Doug, I wish sometime you would just come out front instead of singing that from back behind everything. You know, you should sing that song.
I'm shy.
You are so shy, so shy. Hi, everybody. It's just little old me today. It's so funny because I posted that picture of me with the mooses and the elks and the deer and stuff, and Craig Smith was in the picture, and he texted me last night and was like, "Oh my God, am I supposed to be there tomorrow?" I was like, "No, but next week. Next week, Craig and Rob will be here, and we'll do you some Christmas stuff." And speaking of Christmas stuff, did you guys hear that "Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree" by our sweet and wonderful little Miss Dynamite? We went #1 and beat out Mariah Carey for the Christmas song highest note on the Billboard charts. So we're pretty proud of her. So I'm going to sing it not nearly as good as her, but I just thought we could have some fun with it. So. Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see, every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, "Let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly." Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone's dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. I wanted Boots Randolph to come over here and play this for me, but all I have is my teeth. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, "Let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly." Rock it around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. I tried to do my guitar right before we came on, and I think I did a really lousy job. Sorry.
That sounded great.
Made it sound vintage.
Sounded great. Even Scrooge Doug thought it was good.
Grinch Doug. Doug wears a Grinch tie for all of our Christmas shows, and I don't know what's going to happen because it's the coolest Grinch tie. It's got a big Grinch face at the very base of the tie, which is the widest part of it, and it's wearing out. It's starting to get threadbare a little bit, and I don't know if we're ever going to find one that people can actually make out from the audience that it's the Grinch, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyway.
I take good care of it. I leave it in my coat pocket for 364 days a year.
You do. He leaves it stuck in there. You had to wear that for Matresa's gathering, your suit, and I had to take the Grinch out of there for a minute. So don't forget he's gone. Yeah. You have to find him on your tie rack.
Okay.
So.
Won't be hard.
Was it not last week so fun having Gary Morris here and his voice not just still like an angel? He's amazing. He is not an angel, I will tell you that. He is a good guy, though. And we had so much fun. If you didn't see last week's show, you can go back and watch it. Just rewind to last week. I don't know how you do that, but scroll, do some of that fancy social media stuff that you do so well. So is everybody getting the holiday spirit going? I don't know if you guys saw my story the other day, but Doug puts lights on this huge magnolia we have out front, and it's not done growing. So every year it grows another couple of feet, and he has to get up on a ladder, and then he has this giant hook thing that's, I don't know, 20 feet long, that he gingerly puts the Christmas tree lights up on. And he's got this whole method where he takes what is that, like one of your ratchets or something? What is it? Yeah, and he uses it as a weight. And he throws a string that's attached to the lights and then feeds it up. Oh, it's amazing. Anyway, the tree must be 55, 60 feet tall now.
50 feet, yeah, probably.
And so it ended up looking really good this year because I convinced him to not be such a Scrooge and buy some more lights. That way, if you have a little area that you miss, you don't have to be so perfect about it. You just have more lights on there.
Hey, Heidi says she's taking Mulligatawny to her church Advent potluck tonight.
Oh, that's awesome. I hope everybody loves it. That's really nice to hear. Yeah, and I keep saying I want more pictures of the soups. I feel like, if you would just go put them on whenever you make them, and then I will recover them off of Facebook. And I want to put together a whole collage. By the end of the year, I'm going to have a big collage of the soups that people are making. And I think I told you guys last week, or no, maybe when I was in Florida, that my sister's trying to do one every week. However, I don't know if she'll get it done because she's heading to Germany right now. She's probably at the airport watching us. Hi, Sal. And yeah, they're heading over there for Christmas with my niece that's the opera singer. And so we're going to be a small group for Christmas this year, but we will have you all in our hearts.
Aaron, when you were talking about the lights, Aaron wanted to know if you were doing the gnomes again this year.
The gnomes are like this big now because those trees had to come down. So we had so many things die during our crazy frost last year. And
they were getting so big we couldn't get in the front door.
Yeah, these guys were getting massive. So the gnomes, that was just a one-year thing. If I made gnomes this year, they would be more like, I don't know, like little balls. We're starting over at that spot. But it looks real pretty out there because Doug's got lots of lights going, and I got some little skinny Christmas trees coming that I'm excited about. So it's gonna look real nice. You can't see our house very long because we're on a hill, and you go by it and then you can't see it anymore. That's why we need a lot of lights so that people think we tried, that we made it, we showed up. So anyway, I'm guessing that you guys are all getting ahead of it. We haven't got a tree up yet. Probably maybe this weekend or something.
Yeah.
And but I've got one present over there, sitting over there. It's Doug's. I'm trying to keep him from shaking it.
I didn't have to shake it. I just unwrapped it and looked at it and then wrapped it back up.
I'm just so afraid that you're gonna shake it and break it because it's really fragile, super, super fragile. Listic, expialidocious. So you guys, I don't know if you saw the post that just came out right before we started wind down, that there's a video of Craig and Rob and I playing at the Skirmerhorn here in Nashville. And it's a beautiful piece that these wonderful people, with Pilot Studios or
Pilot Films, yeah.
Pilot Films made it. And we did 2 songs with them. The one that they put up this week is Camille. And it's just so pretty the way they did it. They lowered the lights which I'm guessing lowered like from the ceiling down, not lowered like dimness. And just kind of surrounded us on the stage with these beautiful, chandeliers, I guess they are. And it ended up just being really pretty the way they did it. And
I just posted a link to it, but a lot of people have said they already saw it and just loved it.
oh, good, yeah, they did a wonderful job. They did a lot of different artists during Americana Fest, and this will be up on YouTube on their site. So you pretty much have to go to their site, which Doug was going to put up on the. Can you put that up on?
I just did, yeah.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. So you guys can just touch that link if you want to see it after the fact. But I was thinking about singing Camille for you tonight, just because I've been thinking about it. People ask me about this song all the time. It's funny, I've seen some reviews on it where people describe the song. And everybody, music's subjective and everybody hears the song differently. But it was funny, a couple of different people said that it was about a prostitute. And that's not how I envisioned this girl at all, but it's funny that, there's no reason it couldn't be, but it's not how I saw it when Matresa and Gretchen and I were writing this song at all hours of the morning. Oh, darn. Sorry, just give me one sec. Okay. All right, here's Camille. The moon had a fight with the parking lot light and slunk off to hide in the clouds. It's broken bottles, gravel and glass, keeping you company now. In the heat of the moment, you cried out your name, but the moment, it didn't last long. And 10 minutes later, he's driving away while you're putting your pantyhose on. And you don't want to cry, you don't want to think. You tell yourself, ain't no big deal. You feel like a fool, and you feel like a drink. And you drink so you don't have to feel, but you still do, don't you, Camille? Well, all your affairs are like last night's mascara, darkening the lines round your eyes. Seems like these days you're just picking up stays. Oh, you laugh and you say no price. But the sins of the fathers are not meant for daughters. Yet somehow you feel you're to blame. And the ghost in your head and the men in your bed, they all look like they're one one and the same. And you don't want to cry, you don't want to think. You tell yourself, ain't no big deal. Sorry. You feel like a fool. Feel like a drink. Just give me a sec. God. That is a really hard song to sing sitting down. Sorry. And you feel like a drink. I just blew that really, really tender song. I'm so sorry. It ain't there. I have to take a break. I'm sorry.
Talk for a minute. I'm gonna get you a drink of
Would
water.
you mind? Thank you. And maybe one of my little Joels would be great too. They're in my desk drawer. Sorry. I was trying to warm up, but it's been a crazy day. So it's hard sometimes. If your voice dries out, it takes a minute to get it back. And the wine tastes really good. It's also drying. So I have to wait a second. Dang, that makes me so mad. I love that song so much. Anyway, I'd love to have some feedback. What do you think? I'd love to hear like maybe your scenario. What do you see in your mind when you hear that song? I have a completely like a movie that plays in my head, and I'm not going to tell you what it is because, like I said, it's subjective. And you don't have to tell me either, because I just asked you to tell me what you think, and I'm not willing to tell you. But maybe I'd be willing to tell you after you tell me. This sounds like a sophomore in high school game, doesn't it? You're one too. I felt that going. Okay. Thank you. Here's my cigarettes I have to get. I do not smoke. These are candies. They have glycerin in them, and they're good for your throat. Anyway, let's move on past that. I might come back and do the ending later once I get my voice back. Anyway, so thanks again for everybody buying the record. It's been flying off the shelves. We have to reorder. That's a really good thing. We want to reorder. Next week we have a big show in North Carolina, so we had to make sure that we had enough show to take to that show. And we're going to take the cookbook with us, which is such an excellent Christmas present for all those nice folks. And other things have been happening too. I've been doing a bunch of interviews and things, just trying to help support the record. And we've decided that we're going to try to put out a single to Americana Radio come the 1st of January. So we're looking forward to that, to see if folks will play it out there on the radio stations again. I'm all embarrassed now, but I'm going to get over it. It's going to be fine. So what else can we talk about? Let's see. Has everybody been already trying to find the best time of the day to go and Christmas shop, or are you people who shop early on, or are you online shoppers? And did you do most of your shopping already at Black Friday or something like that? I don't know. Me, I have not really got that much done, but I've a little bit.
I still just have just a little bit left to do.
Like all of it?
Like all of it.
That's how you always are.
Yeah.
Ben and Doug like to go like on the 23rd.
No.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't like to go on the 23rd.
Oh, but you do.
Well, sometimes I do. But I like to, about the middle of the month, I start feeling Christmassy.
Okay, good. Okay. Well, you got to get a little Christmassy for next week, so I guess that's the middle of the month.
Yeah.
Right. So are you going to play bass this year?
Well, on that one song, I guess.
Are
I am.
you?
Yeah, I guess
That's
so.
cool. That's cool. You might have to ask Rob if you can borrow the bass for a while, so you can, bone up
Yeah,
and all that.
I bet you I can do it.
I know you can play it. Our Christmas show is like, it's small, but it's mighty because everybody plays several instruments, sings all different kinds of parts. Sometimes Rob's singing the high parts, sometimes Craig's singing the high parts, and we even bring Doug on the stage to do a couple songs, and Rob goes over and plays piano on some songs, and I played the brushes on my guitar like that. It sounds really good. Doesn't sound like that. Anyway, anybody got any questions while I'm trying to recover and get my voice back?
Yeah, let's see. Somebody asked if your garden was all done.
We had our last tomato, when was it, Doug? Like over the weekend. I made lamb bolognese.
Oh, that was good.
I have a really good recipe for lamb bolognese now. I made that, and we had a salad with the last tomato that I had. I picked it green, and then I let them all kind of space out on a cardboard box, and they all just ripened up perfectly, and I froze a bunch of them, and the rest of them we ate up. And then, it's completely torn down now, mulched, the whole deal. And then I have a small garden that's about a foot wide that goes the whole length of our kitchen, which is about 14 feet or something like that. And I have kale and 3 different kinds of Swiss chard in there, and just all my herbs that can stand the outdoors. The parsleys are great. The tarragon does well. The chives do good.
Rosemary.
And the rosemary. Oh, the rosemary is gigantic. In fact, I decorated it this year. It's so big that it's like another Christmas tree.
We have lights on our rosemary.
Yes, we have lights on our rosemary, which is kind of fun because we can see it through the kitchen window. And it's kind of cute. I don't know whether to go back and try to sing the rest of that or not.
You know what? We put up a link to that great live video of it.
Okay.
And I think people should watch that because that was really good.
Yeah, I'll try it another day when my voice is not fritzing on me.
You just
Yeah, just
to that point.
skipped out on me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on. And so, what else is going on, honey?
Well, people you asked them where they were shopping, if they were doing it online or in stores or what, and we just got everybody's doing everything, you know. Donna in Florida is bragging that she mowed the lawn yesterday. So.
Oh, you little rascal. I wish they'd come and mow our lawn because they could mow our leaves. It's time to, get that, smooth, silky layer of leaf mulch over our grass.
I might have to do it myself this year.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's going to be hard. We just have one of those little electric guys, so you probably have to charge it 15 times to get it gone, but that's all right.
That's all right.
You did mulch some stuff last year. I remember that now.
Yeah, it works
Yeah.
great.
All right. I don't mean to act like I don't believe in you. I do. I got some pictures from Clyde the other day with snow up there in Maine, and it didn't look like it was a huge downpour or big mound up, but enough to make it pretty. I don't know if we'll get snow for Christmas this year. Any Farmer's Almanac people out there have any idea what Tennessee's going to do at Christmas?
We don't get that much snow here anymore.
We've had a couple of Christmases that we had snow.
Yeah, I guess last year we had a little dusting, didn't we?
Can't remember,
I
honestly.
can't remember either. We had the really cold over Christmas.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
a couple people asked where the link to the video is, and I just put it in the comments way back a ways. I'll put it up again so it'll be front and center.
So like you put it up there where all the beginning stuff is?
Yeah, but it's also on your Facebook page, just right below this post.
Yeah, the post that we did just before that is a tiny little glimpse of it, and then
But it's got a link to it, and I just put a link in the comments to this show.
yeah, and if you're on YouTube already, then you can just go to their site, which is from 1 to 10.
Yeah, that's kind of hard.
10 like Tennessee, TENN,
Yeah,
period.
but it's actually @ from 1 to 10.
Yeah. Obviously not on 11, like the big controversial. What do you guys think? Should they make another, what's the name of the movie?
Spinal Tap.
Should they make another Spinal Tap, or should we just live with the perfect one that we have? Or should the older fellers do one more?
You know, I feel like everybody has seen Spinal Tap, but really only musicians, all musicians have seen it. Not everybody knows about Spinal Tap. It's kind of a cult favorite.
Can you find it on Netflix and
Oh,
stuff?
I'm sure you can, yeah.
You should look it up. Spinal Tap. It's
It's actually
Christopher
called-
Guest and those kooky guys.
The full title is actually This Is Spinal Tap.
Okay, this is Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, it's a riot, especially if you're a musician, because
It's
There's
all
some
true.
it's all true, but it's also all ridiculous, and those are the ridiculous parts of what we do. So,
There's one scene that all musicians talk about, because we do it all the time, where they're trying to find the stage and they're going, "Hello, Cleveland," and they go through the door and they're not there yet, and they go through another door, "Hello, Cleveland." We do that all the time because we get lost backstage, because every backstage is different. So,
who's we, Buckwheat? I
Yeah.
never got lost backstage.
but we do it all the time, though. You go through a door and you think you're not where you think you are, and so you just say, "Hello, Cleveland."
That's true. Yeah, a lot of times the guys and I don't go to the stage at the same time, and one will end up on the other side, and we're supposed to come on from all together on one side, and it's like, no, get over here, get over here right now. You see, you need all this behind the scenes stuff. It's the best. Okay, well, I'm gonna finish up with an oldie goldie here, and this is a R.L. Cass song, and I've done it on here before, but I just kind of, I don't know what hit me today. I was talking about Alison Krauss, and Allison cut this song too, and it just made me think about singing it. So I think my voice is back. It feels like it's back, and let's just keep our fingers crossed. It's called Forget About It. Forget about it. I'm admitting I was wrong, so I'll just take my old guitar and walk out the door. Forget about it. I'll be gone and you'll have memories you'll find hard to ignore. 'Cause after all, I'll see you sometime, maybe, when I can't recall how you drove me crazy. Forget about it. When forever's over, I won't remember how much I love you anymore. Forget about it. Put me out of your head now that you're free and easy out there on the town. Forget about it. When you're lying in your bed just wishing I was there to lay my body down. 'Cause after all, I'll see you sometime, baby, when you will recall how I drove you crazy. Forget about those starlit nights, laying by the fireside, holding tight. Can't remember when it felt so right, so just forget forget about it. Forget about it. If you see me on the street, don't wave, don't wink, don't try to tease me with your smile. Forget about it. If we chance to meet somewhere, don't think it's 'cause I'm trying to reconcile. 'Cause after all, I see you sometime, maybe when you will recall how I drove you crazy. Forget about those starlit nights, laying by the fireside, holding tight. I can't remember when it felt so right, so just forget about it. Forget about it. Yay. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you next week with Craig and Rob. We'll try to astound you and delight you with some Christmas songs, and it'll be fun. You guys can ask some questions of the UK members, the Scotsman and the Welshman. It just sounds like a joke, doesn't it? Should I tell them my Scotsman and Welshman joke?
Oh, save it for next week.
Okay, I'll save it for next week. I'm just baiting you to come back. So hope I'll see you then. Take care, and I'll be thinking about you.